Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'm grateful to be here. I actually want to start off by addressing Lisa, who just spoke with such a humble heart. Where are you? I can't see you. There you are. I'm looking at you and I've lost the train of sight. You are an expert. This district is full of experts. What makes us great is not just our humility, but our professionalism in our class. And I want to thank you personally. I want to thank Madeline. I want to thank Dr. Powell for being here. Sarah, I want to thank you for your collective leadership. Members of the board, members of the community, I've had over the last 48 hours the opportunity to visit 7 of our schools, and they're full of experts. And I am just continue to grow in my pride as the superintendent of this incredible school district. I wish I had enough time to tell you stories about all of the individual visits and the individual stories I've had with students and teachers, but I'll tell you one or two. I had an opportunity today to go to Bethke Elementary School. It's their principal's birthday, Miss Alfonso, and had an opportunity yesterday. O'Day's getting a lot of brag time today, but I was had a visit at O'Day yesterday and met with Principal Lori Corso and their particular staff. And if I didn't mention the other 5 schools, it's not because they're not doing great things, but these 2 schools stood out to me for lots of different reasons. One, the principal's commitment to their own learning and being a master teacher and partnering with their teachers to make sure that if I'm asking you to do something, I can actually do it myself and we can talk about it and we can actually critique each other. And they actually go back and forth with building their own knowledge around equitable literacy practices. Over the course of this past week, we have just launched our quality review process. That's actually happening in our schools today. And I'm grateful that as we begin to scan our system around what's happening, there's great things that are happening in the system. This is not going to be a space where we're going to need to rely upon external consultants. We have experts all across the system that we just need to equip with the right tools, the right time, and the right resources. Things that stood out in both of those schools today were not just what their teachers were doing. It was their pride, it was their joy, it was their commitment to professional development, their commitment to working as a team, their commitment, regardless of the complexities of what we are dealing with as a society, to put students first always and not negotiate that at any time, at any space. They are unrelentless and unapologetic about it, and it breathes in every essence of things that they're doing in their schools. They realize that the most important thing that we can do well as educators is strengthen our core instruction, that if it's not in the core, it's not there. We're not intervening our way to excellence. They realize that what we do with the majority of our time when children are spending time with their core teachers matters. But having systems and structures where teachers collaborate with each other in teams, where they're working with interventionists, instructional coaches, and doing work deeply in partnership with each other and using data to drive their decision-making to make sure they're setting up students for success. I was absolutely blown away. I would bring anybody that I've ever worked with into those 2 schools and put them up against anybody in terms of the efficacy of the leadership, the systems, the buy-in, and the professionalism of their teachers and classified staff to propel momentum moving forward and not looking for reasons of why we can't. They are doing hard work every day, and I'm just grateful to be a part of it. I had an opportunity today to also visit all of our middle school counselors at Preston Middle School. And I'm really grateful tonight that on our agenda we're going to hear an update from our partners at Larimer County to talk about our Community Behavioral Health Center that's currently under construction. Lori, thank you to you and your team for being here this evening in partnership with us. I can tell you that speaking to our middle school counselors, and it extends into our elementary schools and our high schools, us and our ability to work together as a community is so important to reach the magnitude of the need that exists, not just with our children, but across the community. And for us to be able to better understand how we're looking at our work means a lot, not just to this governance team, but the people who are in the trenches and solving these problems like you and your team every single day. So thank you so much for being here. Members of the board, I want to thank you for allowing me to join you at your various board listening sessions that have happened over the last month. I had a chance to participate in 3 of the 4. I was unfortunately under the weather for one of them. I thought they were safe, honest, courageous dialogues where people walked out not just feeling seen, valued, and heard, but hungry to be able to continue the dialogue. that they felt that there was genuine respect at the center of it. They felt that there was an opportunity where we can all realize that we're all trying to do our very best for our children. And I think that acknowledgement and that relationship building allows us to have the precipice and the foundation to build a really thoughtful strategic plan in the year ahead with our community partners and not do that to them. There's all sorts of incredible celebrations that are happening across our students who are our primary people that we serve. I don't know if you've had an opportunity on our various social media accounts to see our grads at a glance. I don't know what we would call them, or Madeline, what will we call those things? It's not a posts or commercials. They are tear-jerking exercises. If you have a chance to listen to our children's story, to listen to realize just like all of us are going through things, but are overcoming things because we can do hard things together when we're surrounded by a community who loves us, supports us, and won't let us fail. And having an opportunity to lift those voices, those students who are being celebrated aren't being celebrated because they got anywhere in the last 13 years by themselves. They've been put on the shoulders of their parents, their families, their teachers, their principals, other support staff members. It's a community effort that leads to 13 years of success and allow us to celebrate them at the conclusion of their academic career. And I am so overjoyed about what's on the horizon of celebrating our seniors in the next few weeks. I'd like to close by just saying this is a time of celebration. It may seem like celebrations don't come often enough, and I think there's probably some truth to that. But I know that this district, especially our executive team, our governance team, appreciates everybody who works and contributes to the success of this school system every day, not just during an appreciation week or during an opportunity where we read a resolution. This is gratitude and a persistent opportunity for us to continue to listen to each other and think differently about how we do our business. And I'm just super grateful that you all allow me every day to be a part of it. So thank you.